Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the TBR jar picks my reads for February. So if you guys watched my last video that I did this in, you already know the rules, but for those of you that didn't or have never heard of this concept before, basically in this little jar I have a bunch of prompts with things like pick a book with a blue cover, pick a fantasy book, pick a book with over 500 pages, things like that. And then that is going to help me pick books off of my physical TBR as well as books that I have on my Kindle. And there's a couple on there that I really want to read. So we're going to try to maybe find some options from books on my Kindle as well as physical books. The new books that I have added to my physical TBR since the last video, I only have 5 new ones, and I'm buying 2 more next weekend. So we have The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, War by Sarah J. Maas, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and then the first book in the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And there are a lot of books on my physical TBR that I really want to read, like as soon as possible. So we're going to try to incorporate those into my February TBR so that I can read my February TBR, the entire February TBR, because I haven't done that in a very long time. Read my entire TBR for the month. So yeah, I have 2 full rows of physical books on my TBR, and I have 2 more books that will be purchased next weekend. So yeah, I really need to read my physical TBR. I really need to read my physical TBR. I'm in the middle of 2 books. I'm in the middle of Heartless by Marissa Meyer, which is a buddy read that I am doing, and then I'm also reading The Assassin's Blade right now. So yeah, let's start. I think we're gonna do 6 or 7. We did 7 last time. I think I want to do that again. I think I want to do 7 again. We'll see. All right. Oh boy. Okay, that'll be the one that we pick since it fell out of the jar. And then after I pick the prompt, I throw it away because I don't reuse the prompts. So my first one is a book with a blue cover. I think that you use that as an example for what the different prompts could be. So our options are Exteriors by Annie Ernaux, Throne of Glass, which is a top contender. I want to count the naturals because there's a lot of blue, but it's also like black. So I don't know. I feel like that would be cheating. But then again, it's my video, so my rules. That just has a blue spine. We could also do Cress, which is on my January TBR, and there's like 4 days left in January, and there's no way I'm going to read that. So that is an option. But I think I'm going to do Cress over Throne of Glass. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Cress because I actually really want to read this, and for some reason I just keep putting it off. So this is our first book for February. All right, let's see what this one is. There looks like there's a lot of words. A book with a place in the title. Okay. A place in the title. This has a place in the title, Escape from Fallacy. I haven't read book 4 though. Let me see what I have on my Kindle. Because in order to read this, I would need to read book 4. So let me see what I have on my Kindle real quick. I don't have any on my Kindle, so I think we're going to have to do this one. And maybe I will try to read The Missing Prince within the next 4 days. Because fallacy is a place in this world. And I think this is my only option. A Whole New World. World is a place. We're doing that. We're doing that because then there's no pressure of me needing to read a book because this is the first book in a series. So we'll do A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. This is the Aladdin retelling. There's like a whole like interconnected, I don't know if it's interconnected standalone, but it's like a whole series of Disney retellings, and this is the first book. So, and I have been wanting to get into that series. I just haven't done it yet. So there's my excuse to do it. This one, even though it's a huge piece of paper and I'm scared. A book with an animal on the cover. Does this have a... No. This has a snake on the cover. Okay, so Queen of Nothing. Queen of Nothing. There's a horse on this, but again, it's the second book in the series. There's a snake on Ninth House. So, I think those are our options. Is there an animal? There's not an animal on this prints. Okay. So, our options are Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, Escape from Fallacy, haven't read the book that comes before that one, and then The Queen of Nothing. I think I'm going to do The Queen of Nothing because I really want to read that, and there's a snake on the cover, and I'm actually kind of sad that I'm going to be finishing this trilogy, but I was planning on reading this book this month anyways, so it helps me with my February TBR, which is the goal. It is the goal to actually read my physical TBR and my February TBR, which would help me get books off of my physical TBR. So let's do this one. It's a little, okay, that was 3. 4 more. A book by an author you've never read before. Okay. I haven't read a Stephanie Garber book, so I could do Caraval. I haven't read an Alison Shaft book, so I could do Down Comes the Night. I haven't read an Olive Blake book. I could do The Atlas 6. I haven't read a Rick Riordan book, so I could do Percy Jackson. That one is probably the top contender right now, or Caraval. I could do The Beast Within. I'd have to read the first book. I have it on my Kindle. I think it's Fairest of Them All or something like that. Because I haven't read a Serena Valentino book. So I could do that. I could read the first one on my Kindle. I think I could also do Exteriors because I haven't read an Annie Ernaux book. Or I could do a Marvel comic. Oh, I could do a Marvel comic. I think I could honestly do any of them, but there's no way I'm going to read that. Well, it's comics. Okay, so we have a lot of contenders here. Okay. So I could do any of my comics. I could do Exteriors. I could do Percy Jackson, The Atlas 6, Dawn Comes the Night, or Caraval. I think it's really going to be between Caraval, Percy Jackson, and a comic book. So let me just fix this real quick. So I have Spider-Man, Captain America, The Avengers, Caraval, or Percy Jackson. We're going to do, I think I'm going to go with Caraval because this is a series that I really want to start. So we're going to do Caraval. That's another book that I'm going to read. Look at me go. And you know what? I can move some books up here. All right. So this is what we're working with here. So I need 3 more. A book from an author you love. Okay. I can do The Do-Over. I could do The Love Wager, even though I'm planning on doing a buddy read with this. We'll just go back to back with the buddy reads. I could do The Naturals. I could do The Brothers Hawthorne. I could do Ninth House. I could do Aqua War, I could do Throne of Glass, I could do The Missing Prince. Which one do I want to do? A new author and an author I love in the same TBR video. That's so funny. I think I'm gonna do The Naturals, because again, that's another book that I'm most likely gonna read this month, so it would make my life so much easier. So I think we're gonna go with The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. That'll be the third Jennifer Lynn Barnes series that I've ever read, because I read The Debutante's Duology and I read The Inheritance Games. 2 more prompts. What are we gonna do? All right, we'll do this one. I'm kind of running low a little bit. An anticipated 5-star read. Okay, anticipated 5-star read. Okay, we could do Aqua War. We could do... this is hard. Okay. We could do Vow of Thieves. We could do Throne of Glass, because I've only read one novella in the Assassin's Blade, but I really like it. I don't know. What should I do? Should I do Aqua War? Should I do Throne of Glass? Should I do Vow of Thieves? I think it's really between Aqua War and Vow of Thieves. Throne of Glass would be a good contender, but I haven't finished a book in that series yet, so that might not entirely be a 5-star read. Also, I can fix this. So, Aqua War or Vow of Thieves? I really think I want to do Aqua War. Okay, we're gonna do this thing. It's only 700 pages, which, okay, that's a lot, but it isn't bad. It just looks really bad. It's also, the writing is very tiny, so there's also that. We're gonna do Aqua War, and we're just gonna see if I can finish it this month. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 1 more, and then I will have my February TBR. We've picked a lot of ones that I really want to read, so I think that'll help motivate me to actually read them, because my February TBR, because I actually want to read them. A book I've been putting off. Yeah, all right. Could do the Atlas 6. I could do The Missing Prince. I could do Ninth House. I could do The Brothers Hawthorne. I could do Percy Jackson. I could do Vow of Thieves. This one's hard. A book I've been putting off. All right. I think we're gonna do... This is hard. This is so hard. We're gonna do Percy Jackson. I'm gonna start the Percy Jackson series this month, hopefully. So yeah, sound the alarm, because I am finally reading Percy Jackson. Sound the alarm. Because I'm kind of scared, because everybody loves that. You know what? It doesn't matter. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. So we're just going to reconfigure some things, because I still have my January TBR that I need to attempt to finish at least like 1 or 2 more books on. We have, this is what I have left of my January TBR, because I moved Cress over to my February TBR, which makes me feel so much better, because I know I'm going to read it in February. I just know it. It'll probably be one of the first books that I read. Well, I have videos to film, so maybe it won't be one of the first books that I read. So yeah, this is the last 3 books on my January TBR. Over here we have the Atlas 6, Down Comes the Night, and The Missing Prince. Hopefully I read at least 1 more of those after I finish the Assassin's Blade. And then we have my February TBR down here as well, which looks ginormous because of Aqua War and Cress. But there's only 7 books on there, so we will see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is always fun for me to do. I really like how it makes things a little bit easier for me, because I don't have to pick between my monster of a physical TBR. I have a limited amount of options to choose from for every prompt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, like I said, I love doing these TBR prompt videos. So please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload, which is on Mondays. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!